Hello, and welcome back to 10 out of 10 with Watch Again with Lauren and Ross.
Hello.
So, as voted by Instagram, the winner of last time's Versus Week was our glorious Ralph Fiennes!
Boo.
Which, if anybody's counting, is 1-0 to me. So, thank you very much, loyal listeners. Always loved you. So, obviously, in that episode, we were like, we'll leave it up to Instagram. Yous can vote. Yous did the right thing and voted for Ralph Fiennes. And then I did the stupid thing of being like, here's an open box. Tell me what Ralph Fiennes movies you would like to see us cover, right? Now, for anybody else, that would be absolutely fine. And I fear we would have had the same issue if Gary Oldman had won. But picking two actors with such varied careers as Ralph and Oldman has proven to bite us in the arse.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the suggestions that were put in were really interesting. We got some Hail Caesar. We obviously got Bone Temple. But what we're doing, spoiler alert for future episodes, is we're waiting for all of this trilogy to come out.
Yeah.
And we're going to do like a 28 whatever the fuck overview.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll call it yet.
28 calendar whatever.
Yeah.
We also had In Bruges, which we were like, excellent shout. We had his version of Wuthering Heights that he did with Juliette Binoche, but you're kind of scarred from me forcing you to watch the Margot Robbie, Jake Maloney version. So Ross was like, no, I will not watch Wuthering Heights. We obviously had some for Grand Budapest Hotel. We had Chum Scrubber, a movie I have never heard of.
Never heard it.
Made in Manhattan, which I was like, please. But there was only one vote for Made from Manhattan. And I was like, could I rig this? We had Strange Days, which was a movie we'd never heard of and was based. And as soon as we watched the trailer, I was like, I wish I knew this movie existed because that would have been my why is Ralph Fiennes in this movie. But it's like Ralph Fiennes and Angela Bassett fight the Millennium Bug. I don't know. That was what I grasped from the trailer.
Yeah, it seems like some weird high-tech shit, but they're using floppy disks.
Yeah. Like your general pre-2000 movie where they were like, we're all going to die in the Millennium. But we've not seen it, but we will be watching it.
Oh, aye.
The movies that we had several votes for were Red Dragon and The Menu. So we chose those two, put up a poll, and yous kept it so close the entire day. Me and Ross were pure sweating because it would be like, it basically stayed like 56-44 in either way. Like in the morning, Red Dragon was winning, in the afternoon, The Menu was winning. And I was like, I don't know what we're going to do here, Ross. Like, I don't know what we're going to do if it's a draw. But The Menu came through. That's this week's episode, but we're obviously going to talk a wee bit more about Ralph Fiennes in like 5 minutes once Ross hits us with our push. So in the theme of that, Ross, hit us with your push.
As you said, The Menu won.
Moan the Ralph!
Aye, there was cheating. Right, so it was released in November 2022, directed by Mark Mylod. Don't know what he's done.
Wyron.
Yeah. Starring, obviously, your man Ralph Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Your favourite.
Aye. Nicholas Hoult, Hong Chow, Janet McTeer, Judith Light, and Big John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo!
Aye.
I love John Leguizamo. Sorry to interrupt, but like, what of that guy? But anyway, sorry, save that for thoughts and opinions.
Aye.
Carry on, sorry.
A budget of 30 million, a box office of 79.6 million, and a runtime of 1 hour 48 minutes.
Beautiful. Straight up, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, diving into thoughts and opinions, we'll start off with some Ralph love, right? I feel like, now there was loads of messages. This is the thing with our Instagram, which I think is really odd. And again, not odd, come and use our social media however you want, right? But loads of other Instagram profiles that I see have like thick comment sections, right? Everybody's chatting in the comments.
Yeah.
With our Instagram, people don't comment. People direct message us being like, I think you should have done this. I think you should have done that. And I'm like, you can put it in the comments, you know, it doesn't have to be this like secret conversation. But again, use us as you see fit, no worries, right? But there was like loads of messages being like, I can't believe yous tried to compare these two, blah, 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 which I feel like we covered last week when we were like, this is really hard. These guys are both incredible. Yada, yada. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think, again, just looking at our Instagram trying to select a Ralph Fiennes movie shows you just a glimpse of how hard it was to do the Versus Week. Do you know what I mean? Because we chose, I think we bit off a lot more than we could chew, but we both chose actors who have really diverse careers, are super respected in their fields. Like, these are the two titans of British cinema, I would
aye.
say. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah, they're two of the biggest, definitely.
Absolutely. And even like looking at the selection of Rafe movies, we were like, what the like, genuinely, we were just waiting for one that had more than like 3 votes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were like, how are we going to pick? Like, and it just goes to show you like what an actor Ralph Fiennes is. And Ross, you're allowed to say that Ralph Fiennes is great this episode because you don't need to fight me on that Gary Oldman's better. Do you know what I mean? But it
I mean, he
goes,
is still better. But
but it goes to show you how great Ralph Fiennes is, looking over the variety of his movies.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that The Menu was chosen, The Menu, I would say, is like the start of Ralph Fiennes' late 2020s like horror run that he's been on.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that this movie is like resonated with so many people, and like his performance in it as well.
Yeah.
Because me personally, like, I mean, I don't know, like, I was expecting people to choose a more like serious Rafe movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, of like, because I was really because honestly, guys, she's done us dirty. Because if I was in your position, I'd have just spammed it with Schindler's List. I'd been like, make Ross talk about Schindler's List. But fair play, because I don't actually know how we would have discussed Schindler's List, because I mean, over here on our part of the internet, we're just hee ha ha. Isn't this movie great?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're equipped for Schindler's List. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think I could have done it, no.
No, like,
I'm not watching that again.
yeah, not only would you have put us through that to watch it again, I don't know if I would have been ready to sit down and record a really serious episode, because I feel like you can't, like, I feel like if we were to do it, we'd be like slagging off Liam Neeson, we'd be slagging off, that's not a movie where you can slag people off in, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that everybody went with The Menu.
I mean, the only thing I want to say about Ralph Fiennes, and I don't think you'll ever know this, but by winning our Versus Week, that is the biggest honour of his career.
100%. Fuck his BAFTAs, fuck his Oscars. Like, he's in the Hall of Fame of 10 out of 10 we watch again. And he'll never know.
What is it? 3 Oscar nominations, 0 wins, but he's got a Versus.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, if somebody can get this out to him, like, that is the biggest honour you can get in film.
Yeah, if somebody could just phone Rafe and let him know. That was like, sorry, I'm going to crowbar Final Girls into this episode as well. Last month on Final Girls, we did Sam Neill month.
Yeah.
And on every post that everybody put up, we were all tagging Sam Neill just to be like,
100%.
we are watching your movies, we love you, and not a thing. Maybe I'll tag Rafe in this and see what Rafe thinks. Does Rafe even have Instagram? I don't know. We'll find out after.
We'll find a way to get.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to get it to him.
I'll phone his agent or something, being like, my guy. Actually, if any of Rafe's family, agents, people that live near him listen to this, give us a shout out.
Yeah.
When you're picking up your newspaper for the big man, just be like, by the way, have you heard of this incredible podcast that's pure love and everything you do? And he'll be like, oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, to The Menu. I remember the first time we watched this, and we thought it was just going to be like a pure schlocky B-movie horror.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cast in it is what kind of sucked us in, because this was the start of Rafe's like really good horror run.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck is Ralph Fiennes doing in this movie? And honestly, take it back, what a film.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we loved it the first time we watched it, but I think the more you do the rewatches, it's such a good movie. It's so much funnier than you think it's going to be. It's so smart. It's such an incredibly smart movie. Like, every reference, every like commentary on society, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
It's a good satire on like the food world, if you will.
Yeah, the elites.
Yeah, like it kind of hits on what most people would say is wrong with it.
Yeah, absolutely. With like, sprinkled in like some commentary on like sexism and like the patriarchy and things like that as well. But again, I do think this movie is better on the rewatches, because you pick up so much more when you're rewatching it. And maybe we picked up even more because we were like analytically watching it.
Yeah.
There's a big word for everybody's day. But like, obviously Tyler and Margot's conversation at the very beginning of the movie, like, there's a whole new light on that when you know that she's an escort.
Aye.
And it's not that he's being like, oh my God, stop smoking, babe. He's like, I'm paying you, stop smoking right now. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's a whole other undercurrent to it. As well as like, Nicholas Hoult, his like almost orgasmic reaction to every plate of food that gets put down, even like the oyster at the very start, gets a whole new light flung on it because he's the only one that knows that everybody's going to die.
Yeah.
So he's really savoring this food. He's really enjoying it. But then also, why are you taking pictures of every course if you're not going to show them to anybody? Do you get what I mean? Also, as well, with Anya Taylor-Joy turning around to Nicholas Hoult later on and just being like, if you don't like the food, just say you're the customer.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he likes you or not. And he's like, wait, what? And she's like, oh, never mind. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, what a film, man. What a film.
See, I kind of agree with you that it's better the second watch, but I don't think you get the twist. Like, the shock of the twist it doesn't hit the same.
Yes, yeah. I totally agree. I like you're more just waiting for it to kick in. But I remember the first time when you see the twist of just the first time when the chef creates the course, The Mess.
Yeah.
And you were like, what the fuck are we watching?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, no, I totally get you.
Because I kind of think that first time watching this, you're kind of looking at, right, is this just going to be a chef having like a fucking mental breakdown?
Yeah, you're on the back foot the whole time the first watch.
Yeah. Little do you know, it's like, no, he's planning on, like, wiping everybody out.
Yeah, like the whole kitchen's involved in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, though, on the rewatches, like, again, the first time you watch this, you're really on the back foot the whole time and you're not really picking up a lot of the I mean, I want to say breadcrumbs, but, I mean, on the rewatches, like, it does really hit you over the head of, like, this is wrong and these people are arseholes. But I feel like the first time you're just like, oh my God, this is nuts. Ralph Fiennes has lost his mind. Like, this is a chef that's gone tonto.
Yeah.
Whereas on the rewatches, because you know that that's coming, you can kind of soak up the rest of the movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you can soak up the different performances and the different reactions to things. And I mean, it really is after The Mess. Is the taco before or after The Mess? I can't remember, but it's when the Taco Tuesdays bit hits and all the tacos have the kind of laser printed of everything, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And that's really when the movie takes its proper twist of everybody realizing, wait a minute. Like, but yet, even when it twists, everyone's still like, oh my God, this is great. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's still a sense of everything's going to be fine because we're not common in that, so like they wouldn't do it to us.
Yeah, totally. It's the right pretentiousness of it, and it's even when it gets to the course of like man's folly and all the men have to run away and all the women get to come in and have like their whatever that was.
Yeah.
And even when they're eating it, it's like the food critic is still like, this is incredible, this is amazing, I can make you a restaurant, and the sous chef's like, don't worry about it, though.
Yeah.
But they're all still tripping over themselves to like compliment and not be a pain in the arse and be like, this is the best food I've ever tasted. And it's like, Trips, this is not the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Obviously I'm not into like high cuisine and all that, but it's this idea that it hits on that these experts like Lillian Bloom, Janet McTeer's character, the critic, is like this expert in food. She probably can't cook to save herself.
I mean,
but
yeah.
She's the myth it like, oh no, she's an expert in this. She's like a gatekeeper of like high cuisine. Or is it you? Like, that's always baffled me. How the fuck does one become like a food critic?
Part of me feels like, and again, if anybody's a food critic listening, cover your ears, but part of me feels like it's just, you have an English degree and you're super eloquent, therefore you can describe food in this really flowery, pretentious way. Do you know what I mean? Like, again, we are not the type of people to eat these types of dinners. The one experience that I've ever had, and again, it's not even this type of dinner, but it's the fanciest dinner I've ever had. We got married and we got given a voucher for this like super top tier restaurant, like reviews out the door, supposed to be incredible, best food ever, but you didn't fancy it because we were like, I think this is the kind of place that you can't be picky in.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
I have no interest in stuff like that.
Yeah, so I took my sister And I think the second we walked in the door, they realised this is not the posh clientele that we want. So me and my sister got papped. We were dressed really nice, by the way, and we got papped straight to the back, right? And it was one of those places where the waiters want to talk to you about like where the wine is from and where like the sheep that was killed for your dinner is from and yada yada. And like it wasn't a relaxing dinner for us because every time we started having a conversation, a waiter would come over and be like, is everything okay? Do you need anything? Do you need any water? Do you want to know the backstory of the crest that was grown that is now on your food? And it like, I didn't feel relaxed eating my dinner because I just felt like everyone was so all over the top. And the food was like, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of disappointed. The food was okay, but it wasn't, I would expect a higher quality. But again, that's just me. I'm just not that type of person. And maybe I didn't think the food was that good because I couldn't actually take a breath and enjoy it because we were constantly being interrupted. And it was one of those ones as well where there was like, where we were sitting at the back was really quiet because I think all the posh people were put to the front. And there was like a waiter just going round like sorting out the already perfect looking tables. Do you know what I mean? Like he was like moving the tablecloth about and like moving the fork and knife, and I'm like, everything's already put out perfectly, like you're heavy stressing me out. And when we left, we were like, oh thanks, that was lovely, and it was really nice of someone to get us that voucher. But me and my sister were just kind of like, I don't know if I enjoyed that because I didn't get time to enjoy it, or we didn't get time to like, and maybe it's just because I'm pure antisocial, but like I would have preferred if they had just left us alone. We could have enjoyed the food, and maybe I would have enjoyed the food more if I was able to like relax, have a nice conversation, yada yada, rather than this jellied orange was made. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're just not the type of people, if you couldn't tell by our accents. Do you know what I mean?
I just think that when you get to like a higher class or another level of this stuff, there just comes a point where you're just using jargon to sound superior.
100%. And there's so much of that in this movie. There's so much, like, even when they know that everything's going wrong and, like, they know they're in danger, they are still sitting there trying to pass it off as, like, oh, no, this is just the theatre to make the food taste better. And even, like, the course of, like, the breadless bread course, and they're all sitting there being like, oh, this is that, and that is that, and this is why this is like this. And it's like, okay, like, why you're in... Like,
with that stuff, it's like, obviously the breadless bread course is like, that's common.
That's hilarious.
They're not even, like, he doesn't even see them as, like, these people that he's not willing to even share bread with them.
Yeah.
But they're sitting trying to, like, these people, like, that detached from real life that they can't see that. And I'm like, it must be insufferable, but then I do think a lot of that is with chefs as well.
Absolutely. He's like openly mocking them the whole movie. Like, he's being like, you guys are arseholes. Like, and nobody's picking up on the like subtle, I don't even think it's subtle, but nobody's picking up on what he's saying. They're all just like, oh, what's he like? And it's like, no, like, obviously Anya Taylor-Joy's character is the only person that's like, he's taking the piss out of you. It's like, why is nobody picking that up? But like you were saying as well, chefs are the same. You see them.
Yeah, I think Anya Taylor-Joy's character is the only one that's sort of, like, it's probably not the only one there. I think a lot of people are just buying into it, but she, like, sees through and cuts through the bullshit very quickly.
Because she's a quote-unquote everyman in this movie, do you know what I mean? Like,
which is hilarious.
Yeah. But, like, every other character in this movie hasn't been an everyman for a long time.
Yeah, if they've ever,
Exactly. So, like, that's kind of why she's able to turn around and be like, what the fuck is going on right here right now? But do you want to get into the Anya Taylor-Joy of it all, the new?
Yeah, why not? Aye.
Right. Now, this movie came out when Anya Taylor-Joy was on her right run. She did Split, Emma, Queen's Gambit, Last Night in Soho, The Northman, this movie, and then obviously she's kept going with like the Dune movies, but she's kind of fallen off in my eyes, she's kind of fallen off a wee bit with the Furiosa and that The Gorge and all this kind of thing. Yeah. But I remember at the time being like, oh my God, Anya Taylor-Joy does my boxing. And now rewatching the movie, I'm like, maybe there was just a bit of like overexposure with Anya Taylor-Joy because she was literally in every second movie for a good 2-3 years there. And now she's went away, she's getting married, she's coming back, yada yada. But I think maybe not seeing her face all the time, when I rewatched it this time, I was like, she's actually all right. Like, I don't know why we thought she was shite, but I know that you don't like her, so take it away.
I just don't think you get a different performance for her than anything.
You also think that about Zendaya, which is just the wrong opinion.
I mean, it's not, in my opinion, but what does she do different in this than what she's done in any other movie?
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's the kind of distant stare and like the kind of half open mouth, like
the half-assed delivery. Like, she's so monotone.
I do think in this movie, as much as I just said, she was all right, but I think in this movie, when it's her and Nicholas Hoult, there's like a natural chemistry there, and the two of their scenes are lovely. I say lovely, but you know what I mean. But it's the scene where she's with Ralph Fiennes in his office, and they're talking about being service providers, and he's knocking her out the park. Like and it's not even that. I mean, it's an integral scene of that's where you get the reveal that she's an escort. But it's not like it's this huge moment, and yet it is. But he's just doing what he does. He's just cooking, again, excuse the pun for this movie in the menu, but he's just cooking, man. He's working with it. And you can kind of see in her the monotone things not working when she's put up against an actor whose caliber is Ralph Fiennes.
The thing is, I mean, she's like the second lead in this.
Yes.
It's basically about her and Fiennes, right? You get fuck all for her, because she even says that I'm bored, and is it, you've been bored this whole movie?
Yeah.
She's basically like the audience in this.
Yes.
Like, in a room full of these pretentious arseholes, these people that think they've got everything because they've got money or a bit of like power. But there's just, I don't feel it in there. Like, when she's meant to be angry, she's not angry. Like, it generally just is. It looks to me as if she's just like reading cue cards to, oh yeah, I need to say this. I'm bored. Oh wait, I'm angry. Get me a cheeseburger. There's nothing there.
You just really don't like her. You've never liked her.
No, but see, if you're going to be an actor, I'm saying this as a fucking. Well, I did go to the school, but that's different.
You were trained by the maestro, my guy.
The maestro, right? But I think with like actors nowadays is that there seems to be like a struggle to get through to that, like the emotions of, oh, I need to be sad, because you're either overacting it,
yes,
or you're not doing anything. Nothing kind of feels natural now.
I get you, but you've kind of tapped into a bigger conversation that's going on right now, with kind of modern movies, of that, like, there's a lot of actors, male and female, who are Botox in their face to fuck, and it's obviously impacting their ability to emote, funnily enough, because if you can't move your face, you're not showing. And this is coming from someone who has one of the most expressive faces ever. Like, I'm not winning any poker games anytime soon, do you know what I mean? But I think mostly now it's kind of been shown on Anne Hathaway, right? Now, I love Anne Hathaway. I think Anne Hathaway is a really great actress, but I think it's been going since, what was that terrible movie she was in that was like the Harry Styles fan fiction movie?
The Amazon one?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But it kind of came from that, of being like, I can't tell if Anne Hathaway's just phoning in a performance or if she can't move her face. And then even in The Devil Wears Prada 2, I was hearing, and I've still not seen it, but I was hearing people being like, you can't see anything she's doing her face. Up until even the Odyssey trailer, where there's a part in it where she's supposed to be crying to Matt Damon and her forehead's not moving. And I get what you're saying, like, let me land the plane. But like, obviously, like, this is a bigger conversation that's going on right now of like, is this kind of beauty standard actually impacting these people's jobs to the point where they can't do what they're supposed to do? Now, I'm terrible at noticing if people have had plastic surgery, so I don't know if Anya Taylor-Joy's on that talks pattern, right? But I get what you mean. There does just seem to be this epidemic of male and female actors who just refuse to move their face. Like, it's either, like you said, it's either overacting or underacting to the point where it's like, do you even want to be here? Do you know what I mean?
It's a weird style that's kicked in, but I mean, on the Botox stuff, and I can't really comment because you know me, I don't fucking notice anything like that.
You don't even notice when I've dyed my hair.
But you can still like convey these through other ways. Like it's the monotone, like long drawn out like lines they're saying, and a lot of the younger ones are guilty of that.
Yeah, you're an actor. You have a tool bag. You can use your body, your face, your voice, and I feel like if you can't move your face because you've frozen it to within an inch of its life, do some voice work, do some body work, do something that shows me that you give a fuck. Yeah,
it's as I say, it's not just Anya Taylor-Joy, but I notice it more with her and Zendaya. I think
you just don't like them.
They're not good actors. I'm sorry.
No, see, I think Zendaya is an actor for the girls, right? Because every girl I know really likes Zendaya, and every boy that I know thinks Zendaya's an overhyped arsehole, which that's sacrilege in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? Like, that woman is working and has been working.
Oh, no.
And the fact that she survived Euphoria season 3, good for her. Release her.
I'm not denying she's busy, but I don't. She's another one that's the same in everything.
I don't think so. I think she has the same hair in a lot of things because everyone's like, your natural hair is perfect. But again, you don't watch Euphoria, you don't like Euphoria, you don't like Zendaya. But when you watch Euphoria, that's not Zendaya, that's Rue. And then she has basically the exact same hair in the drama, and that's a completely different person. She also has basically the exact same hair in June, and that's a completely different person. So I really do think Zendaya's a good actress, but I know that you're like, why is she always moaning?
Right, let me guess, she does the pout and the wee scowl.
How?
Yeah, aye.
Listen, Florence Pugh's known for her scowl. You don't go slagging off Florence Pugh.
But she actually shows range of emotion. Like, she can act happy, sad, scared, angry.
I love the Pugh.
Like, you'll never convince me any different.
That's fair. I know that you're wrong, but that's fair. You stand on this hill. We'll go to an actor that we do like that isn't Ralph Fiennes. Nicholas Hoult. Our wee Nicholas Hoult. I have this like weird motherly pride about Nicholas Hoult. And
he's great.
I think he's older than us as well. But I feel like you've watched him from About a Boy through Skins, where he was like the best one in Skins. Like, there's a reason a couple of them from Skins have went on to make it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean?
aye.
And then obviously watching all the movies that he's kind of jumped about and watching him do these kind of lower budget Hollywood movies where he's trying to make his name, to climbing up the ranks, to he's got a movie coming out this year, is it How to Rob a Bank? And that looks really interesting. Like, I feel the same pride for Nicholas Hoult the same way I do as Jack O'Connell. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm like, good for yous, boys, good for yous. Do you know what I mean? And Nicholas Hoult shows up and shows out every time. Like, I've never seen him bad in a movie. Now, he has made pish, but he's never bad in it. But then that goes with your theory of, if you're in enough pish, are you just pish?
If you make shite movies, you're shite. Like, I'm sorry, like, you can't.
Yeah, there's been so many people I've tried to defend by being like, oh, but they're not bad at it. And you're like, Lauren, this is the sixth flop in a row.
Yeah, there's only so many times you can blame your agent for sending you bad scripts.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, he's doing pure well. He's in like the Superman movies now and all that. And I'm just like, go on yourself.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, he's done his Marvel stuff. He's done
Marvel?
X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that he's managed to like find his place within Hollywood, and it's just cool to see like young British actors. I mean, he's only 36.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's from the Skins game alone. You've got Nicholas Hoult. Dev Patel was doing really well there for a minute, but apparently he's kind of backed off from Hollywood because he had a terrible time. I don't know. I'll look more into that.
He done a lot of his like
that Green Knight.
Yeah, he does a lot of indie stuff in that.
Yeah, you've got Jack O'Connell. Kaya Scodelario,
nope.
But no, okay. Yeah, no, she's not great. She just looks like that. Joe Dempsey for a while, he was in like Game of Thrones and stuff like that. Daniel Kaluuya, straight off the back.
Oh, fucking massive.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he like helped to write the first series of Skins, and then obviously you've had Get Out, all this good stuff, and he's soaring. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's nice to see like, oh, you were on E4 back in the day, and now you're like conquering Hollywood. Do you know what I mean?
It is weird though that when we were like kids and teenagers that they're all big actors now. I was like, oh my god, we're getting old.
Into it.
What I like about Nicholas Hoult in this is he's probably the most pathetic one out of the lot of them.
Absolutely. He's the guy with all the knowledge but no know-how. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like he has all the gadgets, and with his character, they're kind of like making fun of like the toxic fan culture, because he says that is that even when cunts are getting fingers and that chopped off, he's just like, oh no, I only care about the food. Is it? See, just the bit where Ralph Fiennes has a word with him, you're like, you just know that would have been the biggest boot in the nuts for him.
100%. Like that whole bit between Nicholas Hoult and Ralph Fiennes, it's like, it's uncomfortable in the most beautiful way,
Yeah.
right? Because nobody likes to see somebody just be humiliated, right? But it's Nicholas Hoult. He's got these really gorgeous, expressive eyes.
Yeah.
Where 1 minute he's like, it's almost like he's looking at Rafe like a father figure,
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm getting all this praise, yada yada, and then Rafe's just like, on you go, embarrass yourself in front of all of us, and he can't. He's just he can't even like saute leeks and shallots. Never mind lamb. I couldn't even cook lamb.
Yeah.
But like butter up some vegetables, my guy, and he's just like, It's when he's like, Ray finds at him, oh yes, this is a new dicing technique we're unaware of.
Yeah, we'll be negligent over something, isn't it? It's funny because Nicholas Holt's character is the type of guy that would bore you to tears.
Oh, such a tough hang, man.
Like, his food, when he cooks it's the best food because he's watched a video and he's been to the best restaurants.
Yep.
And they just know he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, totally. It's the guy that, like, if you were in a pub, he would describe the wine that you were drinking, or describe, like, do you remember a good few years ago when, like, IPA started to become popular, and there was all those arseholes that would be like, oh, this IPA is from over here, and it's actually got this going on, and I love this, and blah, blah, blah. And that was, like, quite a lot of people's personalities for a while, do you know what I mean? It's just insufferable.
Yeah. Like, between that and, like, the idea that Ralph Fiennes can do no wrong, and is it no, hold these people up for, if they're fucking up, say to them, like, that's shite.
Absolutely.
Like, as you said earlier on when she said send it back, you can't do it. I said, oh, you fucking can.
It's when he snaps in her face, like he's like, again, this movie isn't like a massive character study on every single one of the guests. No. Every single one of the guests is like a very generalized, this is this type of person, yada yada.
Oh yeah, it's all very stereotypical.
Yeah. But you pick up a lot from Nicholas Hoult, from his arse licking of Ralph Fiennes, from the over descriptive, like, oh, they use this tool to do this, and this is this, and blah, blah, blah. And even, like, at the start when Anya Taylor-Joy's like, I just like my oysters plain, and he's like, oh, he's so dismissive of her. And it's almost like, because, in his mind, because she's an escort, she doesn't know what she's talking about. And when he clicks in her face, oh my, I actually had PTSD from when I used to work in the pub, and old men used to click their fingers in my face if I wasn't serving them fast enough, and it would be like the red mist would descend, and it was like that Kill Bill. Oh man,
I just poured it out of them.
I hated it. I actually hated it. That's something as well I want to jump into, is like, and it's small disrespectful actions like this that he does the whole time, that you're like, oh, you are a prick. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously gets told don't take photos, proceeds to take photos, totally disrespects Anya Taylor-Joy this whole movie, and then when he's humiliated himself, he can't take it. Now, I also love that the whisper in the ear is something that's been kept a mystery. You don't know if Ralph Fiennes told him to go and unalive himself. You don't know if Ralph Fiennes is just, again, absolutely obliterated him. Like, apparently, this is useless information, but I'll bring it up here. The note in the script for Nicholas Hoult was literally just, we have to watch Tyler's soul die in his eyes. And I feel like Nicholas Hoult portrayed that beautifully. Do you know what I mean?
I've got a feeling that he's told him, he's just kind of read him his character.
Yes.
Because I think Nicholas Hoult is like this big foodie, he doesn't really come across that he's a good cook, and it's never mentioned. And we see
that he's not a good cook. Yeah.
But I think it's the fact that this guy, he like holds on this pedestal, like this is God to him. He's like, you're worthless, you're not worth a fuck.
Absolutely.
And he even says that you're one of the reasons that I hate this art now.
Yes.
And I think that just kind of shatters his whole illusion. He's like, well, if he doesn't like not even like love me, like me, then that's enough for me to end it.
Yeah. And off the back of what you're saying, the Ralph Fiennes speech, I think it's during the Taco Tuesday part, where he just eviscerates them. He goes round table by table and is like, you're an arsehole, you've done this. And they're all just sitting there like, oh yeah, no bother. Do you know what I mean? Like, the food critic who obviously gave him his first glowing review and put him quote unquote on the map, and he's even like, what map is that? What is that?
Yeah.
And then obviously all her tacos are restaurants that her shitty reviews is closed down. You've got the business guys who their boss is now the owner of the Hawthorne and kept it open during COVID.
Yeah.
But then their tacos are like the embezzlement stuff. You've got the cheating couple, the couple who the husband's cheated on with Anya Taylor-Joy previously. But all their tacos are of their different indiscretions. But then also they're regulars at the restaurant, and he's like, you've been here 11 times. Tell me one thing that you've eaten. And they can't.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, is it cod? And he's like, it's fucking rare spoiled halibut. Again, I couldn't tell you. I've never had halibut in my life. Do you know what I mean? But it's the fact that all these people are like, they're arseholes, but they're clawing for his approval. And he's just turned around and went, I respect none of you. Do you know what I mean?
See, I've got a weird, I say it's a weird issue. I think it's part of the movie anyway, is that he says all this stuff, but he's also one of the major problems within it.
But he says that himself.
Yeah.
He turns around and he's like, you guys have destroyed my love for cooking. And even when he's speaking, when he's having that conversation with Anya Taylor-Joy about being in the service industry, and he's like, I used to love this, but people out there have ruined this for me. And then later on in the movie, he's like, I've actually climbed mountains to seek your approval, and for what? Because you don't even appreciate it. And I'm like, fair enough. Now this is quite a twist of like, I'm an unappreciated chef. Do you know what I mean? But he does say like, because again, even when he makes her the cheeseburger at the end, it is the only time in the movie that he smiles and doesn't grimace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the absolute disdain he shows for his guest this entire film, and then he makes her the cheeseburger and he's like, happy days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to get is it's partly his fault as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, even the parts where he's like, oh, like, I'm egoless and that, that is like the ultimate ego trip.
Yeah.
Like, you've managed to build your name, your talent and that to cater for these people. It didn't have to.
Totally. And even, again, looking at the courses that they're serving, like, you can see they don't appreciate it. Like,
No.
the first course is, like, the food from the island or something, like,
Yeah.
and when it goes to the business guy's table, they're like, oh, how's your rabbit food? And it's like, you've paid an extortionate, an inordinate amount of money to go to this island to eat in his restaurant, and you're calling it rabbit food. Again, this is not the type of menu that would appeal to someone like me. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, there's restaurants in Glasgow that do really fancy taster menus, and it doesn't appeal. I'm not prepared to spend that amount of money for something that's like 2 bites and it's over.
Yeah.
But again, I understand you're supposed to like savor and enjoy and yada yada. But like, I just want to eat tasty food and not feel like an arsehole while I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. It's, as we've said before, see when like in like the world of celebrity and all that, is that all right? Normal people can reach this now, so there has to be something else.
Yeah.
I think within that, like the restaurant world, is that all right? We can like normal people can like get good food now.
Yes.
So then it turns into, oh no, but it has to be the experience.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, your food has to be good. Like,
bare minimum.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
like there's no point in having this great fucking experience where the cutlery's the right fucking type of silver.
Yeah, it's like nobody cares that you've spent 25 grand to eat in this like quirky place, or like a once in a, like, no, those people that like, there's a restaurant at like the middle of a mountain and you have to like hike to get to the restaurant, and it's like, I think you're an arsehole if you spend that money. But listen, that's that is the way movies are our special interest, food is other people's special interest. But I personally will not, I will never, if we ever make it big, I will never be like, Ross, let's spend 25 grand on a plate that has 3 bites of food. Do you know what I mean?
Even if we did, right? Say we fucking this pod, big Ralph Fiennes out. I heard yous, by the way. Cheers for the biggest honour.
Aye.
And
Here's money, guys.
Aye.
Really propel yourselves.
It's the idea that you're basically waited on for everything.
Ooh.
And that is such an elite thing
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
what do you mean you're not bending over backwards to serve me?
Yeah.
But it's when people your class, right? Is it your class are people?
These working class
Aye,
people.
these fucking scumbags, right? And we go to places like this because for some fucking weird reason, it's like, oh wait, they're doing a Groupon. Cool.
Yeah. It's
And-
always when they're doing a
Yeah.
Groupon. Yeah.
And they expect the same fucking standard as it. The people serving you are the same
Are
class
you?
as us.
Yeah, well, that's how I was saying, like, earlier on when me and my sister went to it. It's like, I don't know, like, we're just no they type of people. And, like, if I'm eating an expensive meal, I want to enjoy that meal with the person I came here with.
Yeah.
I would rather enjoy the overall atmosphere with the food. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to sit with my person who I've came with. I want to have a really nice drink.
Yeah.
I want to have a really nice meal. I don't want to be bothered every 20 minutes so that I lose my train of thought and have to start a conversation over 15. And I want to... and the other side of it, I want to be able to sit for as long as I have to sit to enjoy what I'm eating, rather than the opposite side of, like, right, fucking eat that and get out. Do you know what I mean? Where you've got like 20 minutes to get out. But, like, there's a happy medium somewhere. Do you know what I mean? But we're just the type of people that, like, if somebody's coming over to me every 5 minutes being like, is your water all right? Is this all right? Do you want this? Do you want to hear the history of this? I don't care.
Don't give a fuck.
I just want to eat my food, mate.
Yeah,
like,
is it nice?
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. Is my food nice?
Yeah.
Is this chicken the tastiest chicken I've ever eaten? Do you know what I mean?
And that's the thing. It's not even just in this movie. Like, shows like The Bear.
Oh, love The Bear.
Yeah.
But yes,
What
I
is
know
it?
exactly.
Oh, like the review they get said the food was good, but there's something off with the decor. And I'm like, that, unless it's like fucking shit stained, blood stained walls. Like,
Yeah.
it should just be, if your food's good, people will go.
Yes, how many places have I turned around to you and went, oh, I've heard this through somebody in my work or somebody from the movie group or on Instagram or whatever, that this is a really nice place, and we go, and yes, it is lovely. But, like, word of mouth does everybody the world a favour, do you know what I mean? Like,
but it's such a, I don't know many other industries that would be a thing.
what, like the pretentiousness?
Like, the idea that you have to have the best experience. Like, it's not just the food, but it's experiencing the food, experiencing, like, the atmosphere and that.
Again, though, I really think it comes back to the core message of this movie of fuck the rich, right? Because, like, we've seen it, like, you and me do it, Ross. We go down rabbit holes on YouTube of, like, this house cost this much money. Let's see what's inside it. We went to the most expensive gym in the world.
Yeah.
We went to the most expensive restaurant in the world. Blah, 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 blah. And we are voyeurs for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We want to see how the other half live. But while we're watching it, we're like, what? You paid that for that? Arsehole. Like, we watched a video the other day of this guy going to, like, the most expensive supermarket, and he paid like 400 quid for a week's worth of shopping, and he turned around and went, this was actually really nice, but I would never spend this amount of money. And the whole time you and me were like, must be nice. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but when we're watching a menu, I mean, that video's fucking insane anyway. But when we're watching a menu, I was like, I mean, obviously, like, food and arts and that go together, right?
Yes.
Like, they're kind of they're holding hands side by side.
Yes.
Hands across the sea. But, like, in the art world, like, and I don't mean, like, oh, fucking art paintings, I'm talking even, like, tattoo industry, right?
Oh, right, okay.
If your work's good, like, obviously you need a clean shop and that, right?
Yes.
But that's hygiene, that's not just, but if your work's good, you'll stand out.
Yes.
I mean, even daft things like theatre and all that, it needs to be good.
Yes, and even in the art, as in painting, do you know what I mean? Like, but then, is it the we're getting into a whole other tangent here because
That's what we do.
no, I know, but I mean, like, it either stands out if it's really good or if it's like, what the fuck is that? Like, Tracy Emin, like, who has an unmade bed, and people were like, that was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, but you see other artists whose paintings are incredible, and they are not getting the recognition that they should because there's a messy bed over there that everybody's like, oh my God, do you get what I mean? But I think we're getting into, like, a whole other different thing of, like, is it the spectacle of it all? Do you know what I mean? Because, again, we're talking about rich people problems that we're never going to understand again until Ralph Fiennes gives us a punt on when he's doing 28 years free. And he goes, oh my God, 10 out of 10 was great.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to listen to them. And then we're millionaires by Christmas. Do you know what I mean?
But I just think them.
Dream big, guys.
Aye.
And then we will come back on this podcast and be like, see everything we just said? Fuck that.
Aye.
We are rich. We're living
Aye.
a great life.
Fuck you, poor people. Never, aye.
Thank you to the poor people whose backs we stood on to make
Aye.
it here.
Fucking commoners.
Can you afford a £400 steak?
Yeah.
It's good to know we'll never change.
Aye. But just getting back to my point.
Yeah, sorry.
I think it is, in regards to like the food stuff, and that it is something they are unfairly criticised on, and it is fucking. Honestly, critics are like the worst people ever.
Says us who are sitting here. We're basically Poundland film critics, Ross.
No, but I'm not saying this that I just felt this was this and that.
I just think it's that our opinion doesn't matter on the
Yeah,
grand
but
scale.
it's like-
but like we're basically Poundland film critics.
We don't really criticise the movie.
Unless it's a Gerard Butler movie.
Yeah, but it's just more like if anybody takes your thing as gospel, then fucking hell, man, yous are wrong. Like, but it's the idea that the food was good, but there was no atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not. Fuck off.
What do you want? But then that's the thing though, is atmosphere is subjective because, like, say you're in a pub, right, and you're enjoying your night, you're having a nice chill time, and then a guy with an acoustic guitar comes out, right? Now that to some people might be, oh, this atmosphere is about to get great. There's getting live music.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, who has a parent who was a musician and worked in a music pub, I am ready to pack my shit and leave. Do you know what I mean? As soon as anybody comes out with a guitar and people go, oh, great atmosphere in here, I'm like, oh my God, my drink's finished and I'm out the door. Do you know what I mean?
But that's the thing is,
It's subjective.
yeah, that's your opinion of it.
Yeah.
It does not, like, it doesn't take away anything for the pub.
Absolutely.
Like, if the drinks are good and, like,
We had a nice time.
yeah, like, clean, good space and all that, but then because we do an acoustic night here, like, cool. Like, it's not a thing we need to go, but you can't sit and be like, if you're doing a review, oh, that pub had a guitarist in it. That's not very fair for me. Is it? At the end of the day, it's just your fucking opinion.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like
It's just like my opinion, man.
and it shouldn't be this shouldn't be upheld to like make or break places.
Yeah. No, I totally get you. We're not like learned about like the critic, but like, wait a minute, actually. Yeah, my dad's really bad for that, and it's fine because my dad doesn't listen to this podcast. But like, my dad's really bad for that. Where like, if a new movie comes out, he'll be like, "Oh, I seen this film review, and it's apparently shite." And then I'll go and see the movie, come back to him, and be like, "Actually, that movie was really, really good. The people in it are really good. It's really interesting." Shite, because some arsehole in the Herald said that it was terrible. Do you know what I mean?
It's the same for everyone. What geezes cunts right? Like they have no right. See if they didn't like the movie, be like, didn't like it.
Yeah.
Don't do a fucking word salad. But I felt the atmosphere and the dread wasn't there. It's like, you're giving me fucking my atmosphere and dread now, you prick. Genuinely, it is. That's why I think we're different, because we'll take the piss out of a movie, and we really do take the piss out of a movie.
Oh, we're here for the hee and the ha on the internet.
but-
We're not here to give like actual in-depth gospel critiques on movies
It's like,
and shit. Like, we're just here for a laugh.
We're just doing it for our opinions, not based on. I don't want to sway anybody else to don't watch a movie. And that.
Unless it's a Gerard Butler movie.
Aye, but
What are you talking about? You're like, oh, that's just my opinion. How many episodes have we done where you're like, fuck this? We did a whole 10-minute segment at Christmas about the movie Carry On, being like, do not watch this film.
yeah, but
We're offering advice. Very, very passionate advice. But yeah.
But I would never say to anyone, don't watch it. I mean, I have, but shut up, right?
We would. I feel like we're turning the point.
I'm trying to defend myself. What the fuck do you mean turning the point?
I feel like though we don't consider ourselves film critics.
I don't know enough about it to justify being a critic.
To me, in my mind, a film critic is someone who will sit there and use the big words and be like, oh, the cinematography is this, and oh, that's that, and la la la. And I know these things. I am aware of the metaphors that are happening in front of my eyes. I just don't feel that I need to comment on it. I don't know. Have we basically just proven our own point?
Kinda, aye. But As you say, a critic's someone with an English degree who watches movies.
That's what I think. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Like, they really shouldn't have any say in it. So I just think, see if you're going to listen to people's, like, reviews and that of movies, art, food and all that, make sure it's within people in the industry. Do it with people that know and have experienced this stuff, know what it's like to make a movie. You run like a fucking high, like, Michelin-starred restaurant, and know the pressures and that come with it. Know some prick a paper.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you.
Like, his job's to write 1,000 words on how a fucking steak reminded him of when he was at home as a kid. Shout back to Ratatouille, kind of.
Yes! Sorry.
But that's just my opinion.
Do we do Ratatouille as the sequel to the menu?
Don't listen to us. Don't listen to anybody.
Ross, I love that you've just talked I love that you've just talked people out and been like, don't listen to this fucking podcast. We're talking shit.
We're part of the problem, right?
Clearly, this movie has driven us both into an existential crisis over what the fuck are we doing here.
I mean, that's it. What gives you the right? Gives you the right to criticise me? You don't know me.
Yeah, one of these days, Jenna Butler's going to show up at our door and be like, "Listen, you bunch of pricks. What gives you the right to slag me off?" And I'll be like, "I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Just don't like it."
Yeah, we're also Scottish, and we think you're a prick."
So I end my fucking 100th rant of this fucking episode, right? Critics are arseholes. We're arseholes for criticising critics, apparently. And I'm selling it for no cunt.
Except cat treats.
Unless it's cat treats, because these cats are fucking killing us.
Our cats need the best of gear.
Yeah.
So yeah, if any like gourmet cat treat people want to come and sponsor the next episode so that our cats can eat well, that's the only reason we're selling out.
Yeah, and it has to be gourmet because they're fussy little bastards.
I know. Right, anyway. We'll round off thoughts and opinions by talking about the main man, Ralph Fiennes, because he's the whole reason this episode's even a thing.
Yeah.
I love that Ralph Fiennes plays Slomek like a chef Dracula. Like,
yeah,
he is this over-looming, all-knowing, I don't even want to call him a villain, but he is a villain, but he's not. He's nuanced, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he has nuance.
Yes, he has nuance. But it's also like the reverence for how he talks about his food in the same sentence as the disdain he shows for his customers. Yeah. And it's just the range this man has in a movie that should not be this good. Do you know what I mean?
No.
The only customer he actually respects is Margot. And again, I'm going to hark back to the service industry conversation, who, as much as at the start of the episode I was like, this is a nothing conversation, it's clearly not, because I've brought it up about 6 fucking times, right? Is like, he treats Margot with, is it respect? I don't know if respect's the right word, but he treats her with respect because they are both in the quote-unquote service industry. And what I love about the way Margot's character is treated is that, yes, she is an escort. The way he speaks about her job is like, we're both in the same thing. I'm cooking food. I'm giving people experiences. You're also giving people experiences. And it's treated with a respect that a lot of characters in other movies who are also in the sex work industry don't get treated with. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of the age-old conversation of like, sex work is work, but it's not always treated with the same respect that other industries have. But also, just to come away from that more serious point of the conversation between the two of them, he's in his bag, man. He's just like, I'm gonna. But also, it's a conversation that anybody who has been in the service industry or retail, well, retail is the service industry. Yeah. In whatever capacity, I feel like it's one of those conversations you're like, oh God, yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Whether you worked in a pub, whether you worked in a restaurant, whether you worked in a supermarket, whether you worked in a call centre, like, you are of service to the general public. If, as a service industry, you do not have a disdain for the general public, you've clearly not worked long enough, do you know what I mean?
That's it. They all have the same recurring theme, is that you're treated like as an underclass.
Yes, absolutely. As much as she is in the service industry that gets to go to these kind of high class things, and she gets to deal with the kind of richer people, she's also seeing this from the point of view as a quote unquote underling of like, what the fuck is the point in this? Do you know what I mean? And like, why are we here? And this is boring and your food shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he just runs rings round everybody in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Rafe runs rings round people in this movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And this is my favourite type of Rafe, of like the kind of over the top villain. But in this movie, I mean, yes, he is a villain, but he's got a point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is something that I feel like has been a thing maybe in the last 10 years, of that, like, villainous characters have so many layers to them that you almost start to be like, aye, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you sort of root for them.
yeah. Even although, like, you know, I'm not being like, just because you hate your job, burn everyone and the place down with it. Do you know what I mean? But I'm like, no, fair enough, mate. That must be a pain in the arse. Like, your character has broke his back, like, accommodating for these arseholes, and you get nothing. Do you know what I mean? But again, this is Rafe at Rafe's best for me. The Rafe's later years best, because again, we kind of covered it last week in the versus week, but Rafe has gone from like the super dramatic roles, the British roles, the Shakespearean roles, to kind of now in his later years, like, fuck it, let's have some fun. Do you know what I mean? But again, I never need to worry about Ralph Fiennes phoning in a performance. Do you know what I mean? And this performance in any other actor's hands could have been a phoned in shambles. James McAvoy, I'm looking at you. Do you know what I mean? But Ralph is like, cool, nope, this is my character. This is a dark comedy horror movie. I'm in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the only thing I would say about it is he gives all this spiel about how they're undervalued and all that, but Anya Taylor-Joy's character is very good at just being like, yeah, but this is what you signed up for.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, she's holding a mirror up to him, being like, remember your roots, mate.
Yeah.
Like, remember why you do this. Yeah.
She's just like, yeah, I signed up be an escort and that's
and
it.
I enjoy it sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You enjoy.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like my job, but this is what we do.
Yeah.
You don't get to the level he has, then say I'm going to change everything, because he's had to do all the schmooze and he's had to do it all, but he didn't have to.
Yeah. If you were just like, we were talking about this tangent number fucking 40 million, but we were talking about this the other day of like musicians that sell out, and it's like, you either stay in it for the love of the music and just take it that you get to make your music, but you're not going to have a huge audience.
Yeah.
You sell it out and you say, fuck it, I'll make generic radio music, but I'm going to have millions of fans. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, aye.
And I suppose it's the same with Ralph Fiennes. Like, again, when she's in his office, all the photos of him as a serious chef and an artisan chef and a Michelin star chef, yada yada, every single one of them, his face is tripping him, and the only photo that he's happy is when he was hamburger creator of the month. Do you know what I mean? At wherever it was that he was working, and it's the only time in the movie he smiles, when he's back at the griddle making the cheeseburger. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like, yes, you are now at this heights, but are you happy? Do you enjoy it? Whereas when you were at this, when you were like, oh, I'm only doing, and we're all guilty of it, we're all like, oh, I'm only doing this, or I'm only doing that, or oh, I'm not that successful yet, yada yada. And yet you're happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you can get some joy from your job. Do you know what I mean? Or your creative passion. Do you know what I mean? Whereas obviously now that he's accommodated for all these arseholes, he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want to make another gel of mango. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. I think the chase for perfectionism
is the killer of creativity.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. Jesus fuck.
Fucking A. Who knew an episode based off a Versus Week would be getting so deep and philosophical? Do you know what I mean? Who the fuck are we? Who are we?
Who are we?
And with that final note, because I'm kind of fear we'll never top it again.
Yeah.
We'll just move on to the rest of the categories, right? What's your let's go moment?
I mean, for the first time watching, it's when the sous chef shoots himself.
Yeah.
For the mess course, like that. That's probably the first time you're like, right, this is going to get a bit messed up.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Mine this time around is the taco scene, because this is kind of where you see them stop trying to be like, oh, it's theatre, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, and they're looking at these tacos being like, oh shit, something else is going on here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your favourite scene?
So you mentioned it earlier when I can't remember what course it is, but do you have any questions?
Oh yeah.
And John Leguizamo is like, why the fuck why me? And he went, I had a Sunday off, my one day off in months, and I watched your movie called Calling Dr. Sunshine, and he went, you were that bad in it, and the movie was that bad that I've hated you ever since. I mean, that...
I mean, we can relate to that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I have hated many a actor because of that, but it go that petty to kill him just because even saying that you've lost your art. I don't know what that's got to do with him wanting to kill him for his cooking, like his culinary career, but I'm also like, that's just fucking brilliant. Like that's got to be one of the best put downs you can ever give somebody.
I wasted my first day off in months for you, and you were shit.
And I can just picture it. Like, obviously, he's very fucking like disciplined and all that. Like watching this movie and be like, I've ruined my fucking day. 2 hours of his life, and he's like, my day is ruined. And I think that's probably annoyed him every day since.
Yeah, that movie is the reason The Menu happened, because he's like, after watching that piece of shit film, he's been like, I need to bulldoze my entire career.
Yeah, I need to kill everybody.
Yeah. Mine is just Tyler's scene when he he absolutely like demolishes Nicholas Hoult within, and that scene's not long. It's like maybe 5 minutes long, and in 5 minutes, Ralph Fiennes absolutely demolishes Nicholas Hoult to within an inch of his life.
Yeah,
literally.
It's just brilliant because he's bumming him up, being like, "Oh, you can be a chef." They went, "Well, cook for us," and he went, "I can't." He went, he knows straight away. He's like, "Yeah, I've been found out here."
100%.
So do you want to jump into your useless information then?
I do.
Yeah.
So the entire kitchen team was trained to create the dishes station by station. So anytime it cuts to the chef, again, I think you would only know this if you were a proper chef.
Yeah.
But anytime it cuts to the chefs, they are doing exactly what would happen in a real Michelin star restaurant.
All right.
Again, means fuck all to me. I've seen this and I've seen The Bear.
Yeah,
Do you know what
I know nothing.
Tyler tells Margot at the very start of the movie that she shouldn't smoke because it interferes with her palate and she won't be able to taste the food properly. Later, the food critic is seen smoking, showing that her palate is unclean, and that's why she's written poor and unfair reviews.
Oh, fair enough.
There's loads of stuff like that as well. Like, see, when I was trying to find useless information, there's actually not a lot of actual useless information. It's more just, this happens in this scene, which means this and reflects this later on in the film.
Yeah.
So it is really interesting, and I've got like a couple of bits, but if you're interested in that type of thing the way I am, go and have a deep dive, because it is so interesting and brings a lot more to your next rewatch of this movie. But I just don't want to bore the arse off you, do you know what I mean? But I shall proceed to do so. So each table represents the 7 deadly sins. Greed is Soren, Dave, and Bruce, who embezzled in their company.
Bros,
Yeah. Gluttony is Tyler, who is willing to die for this food. Lust is Richard, who cheated on his wife and therefore loses his wedding ring finger. Envy is George, who is the name-dropping actor.
Oh, yeah.
Pride is Lillian and Ted, the food critics, who think the food has all just been put on for them. This menu has been curated for them.
Yeah.
Sloth is Julian's mother, who did nothing to stop his child abuse. And Wrath is Julian, who is obviously the chef who gets rid of everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, you have ruined my life. You're all going to pay for it. There is an alternative ending where when firefighters and police smash through the doors, they find a hidden door, and when the door is opened, Slomik's severed head is on a platter and his severed hands are holding up the restaurant's menu.
All right, okay.
Fair enough, do you know what I mean? Fair enough. Listen, either ending would have worked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apparently, everyone was so hungry watching Anya Taylor-Joy eat the real cheeseburger after basically not being able to eat all day that John Leguizamo ordered a Five Guys for the entire cast and crew when the shooting had been completed for the day. The chefs talk about bread being for the everyman. The point of the breadless bread course is to hold a mirror up to the fact that these people are now the haves and not the have-nots, which we kind of covered earlier on.
Yeah.
Because we are so smart. This movie was filmed with tight COVID restrictions. They had a 2-week closed rehearsal period before the movie was shot, But other than that, they had to stay in their COVID bubble with the rest of the actors.
Makes sense, yeah.
This translates really well into the movie because everybody's chemistry is so effortless.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And you can see that amongst a lot of them. They all just seem really calm with each other. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like they're in a room of strangers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the only thing I would say is a bit weird is, see, when you go to the restaurant, there is like an awkwardness.
Yes.
But you don't really get that in this, but then that's just been very nitpicky.
Yeah. The food consultant Dominique Crenn was so impressed by Hong Chau's commitment to the role that he offered her a job in one of his restaurants. Like, could you imagine? Well, there you go. At least we know if Hong Chow stops making good movies, she's got a backup plan.
Yeah, she's got a job.
So here's the bit that you like. There was only 2 that I could find. I couldn't find anybody else that could have backed out. So when the script was originally going around in 2019, Emma Stone was originally set to place Margot, but due to like other COVID restrictions, she had to back out and was then replaced by Anya Taylor-Joy. The role of the movie star was originally written for Daniel Radcliffe, but he dropped out due to scheduling conflicts again, so John Leguizamo took on the role. Also, John Leguizamo said that he based his performance on Steven Seagal because he'd worked with Steven Seagal on a movie and had such a terrible time with him, said that he was a really horrible person, that he really channels his inner Steven Seagal.
It's just like a fuck you to him then.
Yeah. But
Fair enough.
I feel like when you know that, when you go back and rewatch it, you're like, because this time when I watched it, I was like, oh my fucking God, it is Steven Seagal, do you know what I mean? Do you have any is?
I had one, but then I sort of solved it myself.
Oh, did you?
And is it, how the fuck, like, what happens after he kills everybody? Like, because people are going to know they're not, like, they're dead.
I mean,
and he's done it, but
he's
then
blown up the island.
Yeah,
do you
but
know what I
like
mean?
he kills himself, so nothing would happen.
I think it would be one of those ones like the next day. Like, what does Margot do? Does she continue to be an escort? Does her life change? Does she tell everybody about, like, because you could have her go down the route of like, here's a tell-all about my night of the menu. Do you know what I mean? I think it would just become a true crime podcast in a couple of months down the line. Do you know what I mean?
I agree with you, but I think a lot of people would just turn around and be like, yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah,
like,
fair. Yeah, but then it would obviously then go on to be like super publicized because these are like the high heegens, do you know what I mean? Apart from the regulars who are just there all the time.
Because I know in a lot of movies like this where it's like the normal person like survives.
Yeah.
It's like they're hanging like, oh, I've got these skills and that, but his agenda that night wasn't to like not teach, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh, you can do this. It's just that he just let her go because like, why does it matter? I'm going to die anyway.
But I don't think it's that. I like, because he sits there and says to her the whole time, like, you're one of us, like, and that's why he keeps being like to her, why are you here? Because he didn't account for her. Like, she's an innocent, do you know what I mean? She's never eaten at any of his restaurants. She's never had anything to do with him until this night. So he's like, cool, here's a cheeseburger, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think her life would just sort of continue as normal as it could be.
Drink, so right.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of those moments where she's like, right, I'm going to go and better myself. I'm going to, I strive to be like this like better person. I think it's just a case of, I survived that, thank fuck. Let's not talk about this.
Yeah. Fair enough. I don't have any A's anyway, so you're good to go.
Yeah.
Who's your worst guy whose hairline's receding?
I mean, got to be Nicholas Hoult.
That's who I've got to.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only one who knew they were all going to die, and he still brings Margot in.
I mean, that's it. Ralph Fiennes says that to him, is that you knew this was happening. Like, 8 months of correspondence, yet you still chose to do this.
And you didn't tell anyone, do you know what I mean? Which, I suppose, kind of proves Ralph Fiennes' point, because, like, if Nicholas Hoult had a conscience and wasn't just like, this guy is God and I want to be in the same room as him, he would have sent the email to the police. He would have, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was so many points where this could have been stopped and it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, even when the Coast Guard comes in and they're all super polite until John Leguizamo writes them the autograph and it's like, fucking help us. But they're all just sitting there like, yeah. And even Ralph Fiennes says that. He's like, you're not going to do anything to try and save yourselves because you just want to fucking be in this room.
But that's it. He says it. It's like all these like super rich and fucking successful people, they've got no fight in them. They've not had to fight for a long time. And he's like, you could have overpowered us easily.
Absolutely. Even the fact that like one of the tech bros tries to throw the chair through the window when their CEO's about to get drowned, and like he hits it, it explode, and then he's like, well, now what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like, if yous had all clubbed together, yous could have stopped this. Yous
Yeah.
could have done something about this, but yous didn't because yous are all selfish arseholes. They have no fight.
That's it. They don't know how to get out of it because they're just used to being like, well, either they're fart sniffing or they're being hailed as this great thing.
Yeah. Totally. And that's why Anya Taylor-Joy's the only one that does get out, because she is an everyman that has a bit of fucking spark about her. Do you know what I
She
mean?
treats them as a normal person. Is
Yes.
it you're not this like this god to me, and is it I don't really care for what you're doing.
Yeah, your food shit that
Yeah.
way.
Is it you're pretentious? It's like just fucking be normal.
Yeah.
And it's funny how he appreciates that.
100%. Who's in a different movie? I don't have anybody.
I've not got.
I feel like everybody in this movie was perfect as the stereotype that they are supposed to be playing. Do you know what I mean?
I'll try. I was going to try and think of something like Hong Chow or something, but
Hong Chow's great.
that was what was demanded of. Like she took care of the customers.
Yep.
And just to let him do it as she says, but
Absolutely.
maybe the bit where she freaks out that, oh, you're not replacing me.
No, but I get that bit as well, though, because like she's worked for him all this time. She's been on a fucking island with him. I mean, basically the chefs and Hong Chow and the waiters are all in this cult, basically.
Yeah, but
so like I get it. She's like, this has been my whole fucking life. If you replace me, what am I gonna do? So no, I get that.
yeah,
bit.
but what was she?
I don't say I get it as in I would do it, but I just mean
No,
like.
but this was her last day anyway. So why would it matter that she's not getting replaced? They're all going to die.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
That's not a different movie.
You're clutching here.
Yeah, that bit was just a bit. Hold on, like
yeah.
that's more an A that I should have put.
No, I get you. I don't have anybody who's in a different movie. I thought everybody was great. I don't have an I'm out either.
My only thing is, see, when it comes to the last course, I think the movie kind of goes a wee bit flat.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it would have been better if Anya Taylor-Joy gets out, then goes to the boat, then you see the explosion.
Yes.
I don't feel you needed the whole explanation for the last course.
Yeah. I mean, even that though, when they're literally having like a midsummer flower cloak of marshmallows put over the top of them and a chocolate hat, and they're all just sitting there. Nobody's trying to get out. Nobody's trying to fight it. They're just like, okay.
It's like, I get it, but I think it would have been better to leave it just with her leaving and then that scene.
Yeah.
You didn't need the chocolates that because it was a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. No, fair enough.
If the last 5 minutes is an out, then I suppose that's me out.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I didn't have any either. We don't have any 0 out of 10 movies this week. We've been fed. We've had good movies.
Yeah, we've been watching some good stuff.
Yeah, we will let you know. We shall critique the movie. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, we won't. I'm kidding on. Don't prove our own points.
Aye, fuck.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. This has been the end of Ralph Fiennes' winning streak. Hopefully not the last Ralph Fiennes movie we talk about on 10 out of 10.
Yeah, no, it won't be.
We have covered enough Gary Oldman ones for a while.
Oh, fuck, aye.
I really enjoyed it. This has been a blast, and this is another tally to add to my versus week wins.
Right.
Ross, you really need to pick up your game. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.